Loud. Turn this one up, my boy. 3 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Radio. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. From 3 to 5, they going live. Misfits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guests this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spots, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the ones and twos. It's a lot, they going in the dirt and someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists in your music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday, cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5, they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot, they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on IG or catch the show on YouTube. Tune in every Sunday and catch up on the latest news. Or close your ears and close your eyes, cause that's what all the haters do. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. 3 to 5, they going live every Sunday. Right here on Misfits Radio, man. Tune in. Catch up on all the current events. All the bullshit going on in the world.
Yeah. You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Miss Mix-a-Lot.
I am the great and powerful Oz, aka DJ Lab, aka internationally known, aka if you don't know me, you probably domestic.
Okay. You know we got Slick 3610 in the building, baby.
Most definitely.
We got our sidekick, KK, in the building.
Broke foot.
Yeah. No thing, foot just been all tore up. And then look, I guess I already here. Yeah, we finna hit on a lot of different topics. We finna, look here. We finna have a good time today, okay? Huh?
What's going on, Lo?
Turn the live on.
Oh, turn his live on?
Yeah.
Push the button.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Push the button.
Oh, but
Right.
I was so loud. My fault. I was too much loud. Y'all know I already can't see that phone light. Trying to zoom in, baby. Yes, man. We got That Way KC
In the building.
in the building. We on top of him. You ready to come on, KC?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, what's happening? How y'all going?
Good, man. Get comfortable, man. And yes. And if they ain't paying you to be,
Down. That way.
Let them endorse me.
That way.
I have you on every interview.
Well, we don't own the copyright or ginger ale.
As I'm trying to tell you. It's been so crazy. I know DJ Lab, he real funny. So I noticed on one of his captions, he said you can catch Westside Misfits some Sundays at 3 o'clock. And I was like, some? First of all, I say most because most times we are. The main reason, this is the gist of it, and I always want to explain to some of our people that actually support us because they always asking.
Right.
What happens is on Sundays are our long days. Now Westside Misfits been coming on Sundays at 3 o'clock p.m. for the past almost 10 years.
Almost 10
Yeah.
years.
Almost 10 years.
Y'all been working.
We want to give other people an opportunity to use our platform. So, and when we do that, that means we open it up for the whole entire day. So right now we're having like 4 shows on Sundays. So on the Sundays, when we don't really have an interview or something like that, we want them to give Lab a break.
Right.
You know, sometimes DJ Lab needs a breather. He be trying to cook. He be trying to clean, do everything.
Yeah.
And it's like that 3 to 5, you can cancel that sometimes.
Right.
Considering that the hosts of Westside Misfits radio show are also the owners of the platform.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, sometimes you do things a little bit different. I know I had a whole lot of people hit me up when they didn't see us for a couple of weeks. But the honest truth about it is we all have other things going on as well. So we trying to live, we're trying to make it. And we just prayers up for anybody going through anything that needs some prayer, y'all.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
We want you to be great.
That's right.
Because it's a lot of different reasons that you can't be great.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we want to encourage you to do the best that you can, because in all honesty, we all
we all going through something.
Come on now.
Right.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, man. Our platform is going on 7 days a week, man.
Right.
Every day of the week, we got something going on, and just because I want to tell y'all, on Sundays this morning we had Talk That Shit Tape TV, and welcome back, because they've been gone for a minute, and welcome back, man. We appreciate that. So we're on every other Sunday.
Okay.
About I think about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So then it's us, the OGs.
Yeah.
We come in at 3 p.m. and today we got that way.
Hey,
Yes. So that's from 3 to 5. Then at 5:30ish we have the Shannon Jackman show.
Okay.
She is coming in at 5:30, and then at 8 o'clock we got the Real Westside podcast that's hosted by Chris Allen. So you know, BMU Chris. So that's what I'm saying. Our Sunday is a full, man, and we just appreciate you guys so much for tapping in with us. So yes, KC, of course we're going to get in your business a little bit, because honey,
let's go.
Let me just say this. That's Slick Rika that's reposting all of your things on our Westside Misfits page, right?
Okay.
I'm watching them. I'm like, what the word is? Yeah, you've been working. I just need to know, when did you even get into film?
Man, about 2.5 years ago.
Okay. So what actually inspired you to actually move forward with it? Did somebody come to you with a plan, or was it something that you just felt like you could do?
Well, I got invited to one of these guys I used to work with.
Okay.
He used to be a rapper. He was a rapper, you know, up and coming rapper in the hood rapper. So I used to see him on the internet a lot, all the time, after we stopped working together.
Okay.
So just so having, I seen him made a video, and I gave him a call. I was like, I see you got everybody in the video that I know, man, but you ain't got the chosen one in it.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Come on now.
You ain't got the chosen one in it, right?
That's right.
So that thing, you know, he said, shoot, KC, I'm making a movie. I'm like, oh yeah? He said, yeah, pull up on me then Friday. Pull up on me. So I went to just go support, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And just so having, a person didn't show up.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna put it like the hill. I was at the right place at the right time.
That's right.
You know,
right.
God plan.
That's right.
You know what I mean? God's time.
And how can you beat God's time?
Right.
Like you can't.
Right.
You right there, and they like,
Right.
man didn't show up, and you like, yes he did.
Yes, he did. He right here. And I'm finna show out.
That's right.
So just so happened, they said, you want to play that role, KC? I'm like, yo, let's get it.
Exactly.
Like, man, I got on that thing, man, and you know, I freestyled and I tore it up.
That's what's up.
And 2 months later, they asked me I want to make my own movie called Deceptive Intentions, a hood love story on Amazon Prime.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
based on true story. So
really?
once I did that right there, it was sky's the limit now.
That's right. That's right. Gotta keep going now.
You know, I was nervous though.
Oh, yeah.
I was nervous.
You know, the thing about it is, and I always tell people this, like, you know, even if you've been doing this 20 years, you're still supposed to get nervous.
Yeah.
Like, it's still supposed to be a butterfly feeling every time you do something new, right?
Yeah.
So I always tell people, if you still getting that, You
Yeah.
still going.
So
I
I
want-
got a question.
Mhm.
So is it something that you always wanted to do, or it was just right place, right time?
Right place at the right time.
Okay.
And then, you know, I'm already well known on the West Side. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody know me all over at school. We grew up together. Me and
Mhm.
Donna and her
Mhm.
brothers, them played basketball together at
Mhm.
Adamville Gym and stuff with little boys, little girls and stuff, you know.
That's right.
And I was already known.
Mhm.
So just so happened, it was just at the right place at the right time.
Well, let me tell you this. I know a lot about you only because we did grow up together, but I know
Mhm.
other people want to know as well.
Mhm.
Where are you from?
I'm from a small town called Manchester, Georgia,
Mhm.
Woodbury, Georgia, Little Miami,
Yeah.
Warm
That
Springs,
town is-
Georgia.
That town is off the chain.
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
somebody from
I was just about to say that.
Yes.
I only know one person that's from Manchester, and the funny part about that particular person, they came here as a little person. So
Mhm.
how old were you when you
I
came?
came here when I was 2.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
came, my grandma moved us up here when I was 2 years old.
oh wow,
On the
okay.
West Side.
Yep. So that's what happened to one of my friends. The only person that I've ever known, because I was like, Manchester, where is that?
Mhm.
And when she told me where it was, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably
Mhm.
not
I
ever.
know a lady, she moved from Manchester after she got the military. She left Manchester and went to the Marines. And then
Mhm.
after she got the Marines, she moved here.
Right.
And then Woodbury, my niece, she, for however, I don't know how she fell into Woodbury, but she went to Woodbury and married a dude. And
What?
Oh, really?
She might be my cousin.
right. Because you know it's a small
Yeah.
town, and you know those small
Yeah.
towns, baby, everybody's a kid.
Yeah. I be telling people that the name of their my hometown and stuff, and they be like, where are that at?
Right. No, that's how I was the first time I heard it. I'm like, but what I do like about the small towns in Georgia is that a lot of them are really, really welcoming. Now I know for you, I always see, you posting about different cousins and stuff like that. But I also see you posting about your nonprofit.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I'm super proud of you on everything that you're doing.
Yes.
But I can clearly remember when you first started posting about the things that you were doing. And I was intrigued. So are you still going with the nonprofit?
I am.
Okay.
so what is the nonprofit?
Connie Copeland Foundation in my mom's name.
And what is it geared towards?
I give back, pray, clothe them, feed them, talk to them, whatever they want, positive,
Is it for your hometown or?
It's up here, if
Okay.
anywhere, but I majority be up in Atlanta,
Okay.
with it, on in the metro area.
Okay.
And so how often do you guys get together?
Well, I was doing it a lot once upon a time, but once I start doing this plus working, I be trying to, fit it in. Like next weekend, I'll be doing something this weekend on Bankhead.
Okay.
So, and I try to fit my schedule in it now.
So when so this is next weekend? Okay, what time will you guys be meeting up? Or do you have all the details yet, or can you get them to us so we can let
We'll
them know?
probably meet up around about 12ish.
Okay.
Yeah, get it going,
So is it what part of Bankhead is it near where Fox Phase is, or
a little bit down the street, cross the street from Chuckles at the
yeah.
sock shop.
Okay,
at the
yeah.
sock shop.
Okay,
Where they
so
got
that's
shot a
like
little
right
picture
out.
on the bill
Yeah.
right there.
okay. I have to keep that in mind, man. You know, we used to do the Earth Angels every third Sunday, and for whatever reason, Earth Angels keep coming up on my people. You may know my Facebook memories
Right.
for the past couple of weeks, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if this is a sign or what it is, but and I always tell people like we literally, that was something that we was doing. So when we see other people start to do that too, man, it just it's just a different kind of feeling, and it's never going to be enough for what Atlanta is offering now, because Atlanta has grown significantly.
Yes, it's real big out here now.
And I don't know if the people that came here thought that the experience would be something different, and that's how they end up, in uncompromising situations. Or I don't know.
I think it comes from reality TV. People,
people thinking that it actually.
A lot of people have not got the concept that everything they see on reality TV is not all apples and oranges.
Right.
It could be some berries and some rotten bananas.
Right.
Sure
so all of it.
And then a lot of people come here. They may visit on a weekend, or come visit some family on a weekend. They come 1 or 2 weekends and they think this is the life. No, you came here to visit and party, and you supposed to take your ass back home.
Or you might come here on vacation and might leave back on probation.
I'm trying to tell you, for real. And I know so many people that can relate.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta is one of those places. You come on vacation and end up
on
on probation. And you
boy.
looking crazy like, but what happened?
What happened was...
so Lalona got a taste of that rice street.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
And get stuck in there, too.
I was just about to say, and the roughest thing now is you actually can get stuck there, especially with the way they have things going. Because, you know, it ain't really, you know, like bonding companies and all that stuff. You know, they interfere with a lot of the things that we had going. So back in the day, you can make bond.
That's right.
And, you know, come on up out of that. But now you got to go through some extra hoops and loops.
It's because so many folk done messed over on them bonding company folk when they don't even want to deal with you no more. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to pretty much know them personally. Or you got to have a certain status for them to even, you know, be like, you know, this is something that I take on. But, man, it's just a lot. But I can tell you, like I said, it's room for so many people to give back in the community and for you to actually want to do this. This is something that you thought of on your own. I
love it. I love my kids. I grew my kids up doing it out there with me. They was babies out there getting with me out there.
That's right.
You know, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, I got a crew, man. You know, I can call and ask them this and that, and they come on in, you know.
That's
and the people that donate, you know, with all the clothes and the shoes and ketchup, mustard, whatever I need. They come on in, and I appreciate them for that too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that because they don't have to do that. And those that willing to do, I appreciate them too because I know we all got bills. We all got flaws and struggles to take care of. You know what I mean? So it ain't easy. So, but when they do come on in, I appreciate them though.
That's only right, man. You have to you have to put it out there too, not just when you're doing it, but when you gearing up to do it. That was one of the things that we had to figure out because we was trying to do everything amongst ourselves, and when we opened it up. And other people actually wanted to help. And
You'll
we
be
just
surprised.
like, dang.
People around the world.
Yeah, and they would send money, they would send items, and it was like, oh, that's all we had to do? But
So
tell them what we had going on.
Yes.
We just did a donation, a community donation event for elementary school out in East Point.
Okay.
So the lady we did a shoe drive first. So we gave all the kids in the school brand new shoes.
Cool.
So after that, we was just asking like, what else do y'all need type thing. She was like, well, we need, you know, right now we sending the kids over here to a high school on Sundays to wash their clothes, the ones that's displaced. And we've been buying all the laundry stuff and stuff. So we really need help with that.
To that.
So she said it, and we went back to the job. I went back to the job, and I had like 10 boxes.
Amen.
And so the lady was like, oh, y'all really collected. Baby, you say y'all need.
Right.
Yeah, well, play no game.
That's the thing. When it comes from your mouth onto God's ears, it makes a difference. And people, honestly, everybody in their one line, right? They just looking. They just going trying to make sure they straight. But if you tell them, hey, you know I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, they're like, oh, I could contribute.
Right.
Like if you literally ask somebody, what is it that I can do for you? Right. And a person actually tell you then, because being honest, your needs ain't what somebody else needs.
That's right.
You know, so you have to be mindful. We ain't got the same needs, but when somebody actually speak it to you and let you know what it is that they need, man, that make life so much easier.
Yes, it do. Yes,
I promise you.
And another thing, you got to give it back.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give it back. Cause
oh, yeah.
God bless us. You know what I mean? Right. So we got to get them blessing back, man. You won't make it nowhere, man, if you don't get that blessing back. You know,
only right.
He blessing us now to be right here.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And you know, we was kind of raised with that mentality.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so important for me to try to raise my children with the same mentality because, believe it or not, there are a lot of people who don't know, who didn't have the grandparents. You know, because our grandparents instilled a lot in us.
Grandparents and parents.
But when I think about grandparents, the main reason I say grandparents is because when I think about the mothers in the church, you know, and things like that.
My grandma wasn't that mama in the church.
No. I'm saying, like, when I think about this is what come to mind, like the mothers in the church, the grandparents that's raising grandchildren, you know, things like that. They put a different kind of spin on things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's no. She's talking about my grandma. What was your grandma doing, Kay? It's a long story.
Let me just tell you, she was not the mother of the church.
My grandmother raised me, you know. She raised me. She took me in and out too. She brought me to Atlanta, but my mom stayed on in Manchester.
Oh, really?
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then she migrated from Manchester to Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She came to Atlanta in 90, stayed 1 year with her. Then she went on to Tampa.
Okay.
I stayed on. She passed 5 years ago.
Been 5 years? Yeah, that's about right. Cause it's been 7 for me.
Yeah, been 5.
So yeah, that's about right. My goodness. So you named the foundation in
her name,
honor of her. That's what's up.
And I've been doing that over 11 years.
Okay.
So when she passed, I went on to put it in her name, Connie Copeland Foundation. Yes. So. Yeah, cause. I just remember all of us was really out there putting in the footwork for a long time. Grinding. Yeah. Well, look, y'all too, cause we'll be like, cause one day we was doing something and Rika called. She was like, so what day we going to do our feed the homeless and hungry and da da da. That's right.
And I was like, oh, y'all coming? They was like, yeah.
We would cook that food.
Yes, and cake. All of us.
Right.
Like, cook the food, package the together, and distribute.
And until the Popo said they were gonna lock our ass up.
Right. And what we finally realized is somebody was actually making them sick. Somebody was, so we were the kind of people where we made fresh food. So we didn't understand. We was like, what? They was like, yeah, they was pretty much giving some of the people that was feeding old food. So that's when the city stepped in and said, you know what, you know a way that we can get rid of that, more than likely is to start having people get permits. Because if you have to pay for your permit and you abide by the rules and the laws of that permit, it makes a difference because you wouldn't be out here doing all of this. Because now we can trace it back. So that's kind of like what ended up happening. Yeah, because they used to be looking for us. We pull up downtown by Georgia State, baby.
We have drinks.
Yes, they be like, hey, we over here. I'm like,
I remember,
we ain't coming to see you, Otis.
I remember one summer, man, I was getting them all on back here, slabs of ribs. Slabs of ribs. Here go a slab for you. Slab for you,
That's
half a slab for you. Because every time I come up here, you be doing something. You be up here crying and stuff. So I'm going to give you a half a slab. But I ain't going to leave you out.
That's right.
People all hanging out the window tell her, can I get one of them slabs for real? I'm like, come on.
That's
Clock out first, though.
Right. Don't want you to lose your jaw. Don't do that.
Don't
no,
do
seriously. Yeah. Like, that's what it's all about, man. And I can appreciate when we come together, man. For one, we from the west side of Atlanta, so we've seen the good, bad, and ugly. So when you can relate to certain things, it make it a tad bit different for you. So what is something that you do, Casey? Can I call you by your real name if I make a mistake?
What's my real name?
I ain't gonna tell you. It's
tell my real name.
Look, I'm just making sure that I can't make it say.
You say my real name.
Look, just in case I forget, because I don't really call people by their nickname.
They need to know who Cabarrus Copeland is anyway.
So Cabarrus Copeland yield. So what is it like when you get ready to go and film? Because I know you ain't been in it a long time, but you've been in it long enough to have a routine. When it's time for you to go and film, is there anything that you do in particular before you step in front of that camera? Like, is it a ritual that you have, or?
I just pray to God.
That's right.
I just pray to God. Let me show up and show out.
That's right.
Guide me through it. Through each set, guide me through it.
That's right. Do you actually have to remember, like, what are they called? The
script.
The scripts.
Lines, yeah.
Well, some, like, say for instance, like some how can I say, the production that I be on, they have scripts. And some we don't,
You get a chance to ad lib and stuff.
What it called proper?
I can't
never
improvisation.
I can't never get that name. Like improv, right? So
improv.
I'm pretty cool with the scripts though, but once I put a twist to it, it's over with.
Right.
Well,
I think that'll be the problem. That might be the problem I have, because baby, my memory is shot to hell. but I can get the part down.
Right.
But if I got to remember word from word, baby, y'all go ahead with
Now,
that.
what I might do is I start off with the concept, and as I'm going with the flow, it start a lot of the stuff that I'm remembering still be kicking in, and then that thing, you know, I turn it to the west side.
That's right.
I got a question from since somebody said they were gonna read the board, but they're not reading it. Slick says, so how would you navigate a sex scene?
Oh Lord, have you had to do a sex scene yet?
Slick 1 I know who you talking about. Shout out to Zones the series. Zones the series season 3. And that is Officer Thomas on Atlanta Avenue, y'all.
That's what I was gonna ask you about next.
He's trying to set me up for the next episode.
Okay.
Have you had to do a sex scene yet?
Oh Lord.
I'm just curious to know.
Yeah.
Do people really be kissing or like?
I ain't did the kissing part yet. You know, I kiss on your forehead or your jaw. You know?
Because you know that's one of the things that I be like, oh, I wish they'd get that angle right there, cause is they kissing for real?
Some of them do be kissing.
But hey, yeah, some of them do for real now. Yeah.
Oh wow!
And that's the way you know how to twist that camera, make you look like
see, that's what I'm always thinking, that they gonna go at an angle where they ain't really kissing, but it'll look like it.
So a lot of them be kissing for real.
Oh wow!
So then, when they tried to get me to do sex, I was like, right. Now this my brother from Atlanta Avenue, Batman, Jules $1. Shout out to Atlanta Avenue, the whole family.
Okay.
Shout out to my family on Atlanta Avenue, boy. I tell you the truth, boy. That boy, I know he come up on some stuff, boy. I'm like, boy, we don't want to do that. Come on, crazy, they pipe it up. I'll be thinking about everything. I
used to watch him go live on Facebook some mornings for Atlanta Avenue, and I didn't really. It was kind of crazy how it go, because I didn't really know what it was, and then I ended up one day having time and went on YouTube, and I was like, okay, he got a whole little situation going.
He got a whole situation.
I like that.
You know, I do the Sunday morning vibes with him.
Okay.
Every Sunday mornings.
He used to. I used to tap into him on in the morning times on Facebook.
I just haven't been on there for about 2 months now. You know, I was going through a lot of death situations and transportation situations. So, you know, God don't make no mistake. You know, so I had fell back a little bit, but it's now it's time to get back going, because I'm starting back to get over the, you know, it's hard for me with the death situation. I lost 2 cousins within a month length of time, 2 sisters. So, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of took toll on me and my family, and you know, I fell back a little bit, and you know,
I always tell people,
kept
I'm
my
like,
head up.
Death changes you, and it ain't always in a bad way. Let me just say that it ain't always in a bad way. But death sometimes can bring something out of you, or it can instill something in you. But it definitely can cause a change with you, and sometimes you have to embrace it. Yeah, and if it means stepping back from certain things, or
I had to find myself again, you know, because they were close cousins too. And then I started thinking about my mama, my auntie, you feel me? So I'm like, let me sit down for a minute.
That's right.
And get my thoughts back together, you know, and I'm back now. I'm back. I'm full throttle.
That's what's up.
Yes.
So you was talking about the improv and like learning the thing. So I was watching Ryan Coogler's interview when he was talking about how he did Sinners. And it was kind of like the same thing. He brought in some twins to help Michael to like work the twins, and they like, I ain't gonna say they necessarily improv, but they took a lot of that stuff and made and worked with him on that when it came to doing Sinners.
Now Sinners is a new movie that's out. I know.
I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It's breaking heads at the box office too.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that.
I've been hearing a lot.
It's
so you enjoyed it.
I did.
So most of the reviews that I've seen, what people have enjoyed, I've seen a few, of course, you know, like, nah, I couldn't even stay the whole movie. It did this, it did that.
So it's like, if you're not a person that's gonna think about it and be actually in it, it's a meaning to the movie. the movie has meaning to it, and you gotta be somebody that's gonna see the meaning, understand the meaning, and grab
Embrace it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, because that's
Is it a series or a movie?
It's an
It's
actual
It's a
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kiso said she went and saw it twice. She said she thinks everybody should see it.
It's
Yeah,
in.
so
It's,
Oh, really?
And she gospel. She
it's
does
in
a
the
gospel
theaters.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in theater.
Oh,
It came out
okay.
on the
Okay.
18th. So my daughter, she done seen it 3 times.
Mm.
I need to see it again. It's one of them movies when you watch it the first time, you watching it to watching it.
Right.
Then you
but
gotta watch it again
Right.
to
And
catch
some
everything
of the-
else that you
yeah.
don't miss. 'Cause
Right.
My mama was telling me stuff I missed. I was
Right.
telling her stuff she missed. She was like, "Oh, I do need to see this again."
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you're like me personally, I'm not really now see like
They
with
say it
me,
ain't a scary movie.
I like the
It ain't.
series.
No,
No,
they say it's
so
not a scary movie.
It's classified under horror because of the
Okay.
vampire aspect of it.
Okay.
Oh,
But
but
it's
really
not-
not.
It's not really a horror movie. The vampires have a meaning.
Okay.
So
Okay,
they have a
within
meaning within the movie.
For some
See,
meaning
with-
that sinners.
Yeah. See with me,
All of them were sinners.
I think
Yeah. All of them, yeah.
I think I'm getting spoiled with the series only because I can stop, do whatever it is I need to do, and come back to it.
Yeah.
Whereas watching a whole movie,
Mm.
my ADHD don't really help. With
So
that.
I would say you need to see it in the movie first. Like
Okay,
if
okay.
you don't like my second time, my third time, I'm gonna wait till it hits Fandango at home.
Okay.
But my first
hit what?
Fandango at home.
The hell is that?
Yeah, they say the movie they say going to the movies is really dead. They say all these movies are gonna start coming out at your home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Fandango
Yeah,
at
yeah.
home, they'll release a movie, but they release it based off of the popularity that is in the movie theater.
Mhm.
So if it's very popular, it takes longer to hit home. If it's not that popular, it'll hit home within 3 to 4 weeks.
Well, that's how it's been for a while now because I can remember
Since
a time.
since that Divock.
I don't know, but I remember a time when we could go to the movies and we would have to wait a long time for
Slick
that
say,
junk
don't
to
tell
get
the
a-
movie,
a-
KK.
a
I did
VCR
tell
or
the
something.
movie.
Don't tell the movie.
Nuh-uh.
Well, we can tell by the name almost what it might be about.
Sinning.
Yeah, exactly.
Sinning, right.
Old film because it's supposed to be like back in the 40s and 50s. So he actually recorded it and filmed it in the old film. What is that? 50, 80 or something? You know the film. they
8
used to-
millimeter.
Oh,
8
they do
millimeter.
that, yeah.
When it go tick 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 tick
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the
Right.
end. But he didn't realize
Not digital.
a lot of movie theaters didn't
Don't have
have
that.
it.
Mm.
So the closest theater to us
okay.
is in Texas.
Mm.
Baby, it's in Texas.
What, a theater that do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they gonna be still
And
saying.
I would really want to see it in that because if you see the way he filmed it, you could kind of grasp the old film feeling to it.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I to be honest, I'm not a really film girl, but I have been hearing reviews about it, so that's the only reason why I even thought about it or inquired. Because usually, if it ain't on Netflix,
YouTube or Amazon Prime.
Prime, I don't know what to tell you.
I know that.
So,
Yeah.
it's-
I take my kids to the movie. You know, my
Yeah, I
daughter.
don't go to the movies that often either, but
Yeah.
I made a trip for this one. Me and my
But
mom.
I let that
my
TV
mama 76 years old and she liked it, so.
I let that
so,
TV ride all the way out.
Okay, yeah, that's me. Like, seriously. So, look, y'all. It's this big debate, right?
Mhm.
Let me before you do, let me ask a
Mhm.
question real
Mhm.
quick.
Sure.
Slick says, not mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Is acting your hobby or is it your passion? Or is it
It's
something
my-
you really want to do?
It's my passion now.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
my
you
passion.
actually had a chance to tap in to something you didn't even realize you liked.
Right.
Ain't that something?
Right. Cause see, I was a sports player.
Mm.
You know
Okay,
that.
yeah,
you know,
so-
I was a sport player, a phenomenal sports player at that. You know,
Yeah, right.
but you know, got into the game
Mm-hmm.
at an early age, and that
Kinda.
knocked that out the way. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So as I got a little older, I never thought this was gonna occur. You
Mhm.
know.
With time comes
Yeah,
maturity.
and at the time though, like I said, when the guy called me, remind you now, it's a series called Hustlers Ambitions of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I caught him at episode 7,
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
and they ain't had him in 9 episodes.
Right.
I called them at episode 7, and I didn't know they had been out all on the west side making it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So look how God worked.
Right.
I'm like, wow, I almost missed that ride.
Right. Let me ask you a question. One, not my personal question, because I've been trying to gear us towards a more positive light when it comes to the Black community. Do you feel that, I know we had the Hustlers and all that, the more street type movies. Do you see yourself making more positive type movies as it go forward? Like as you delve more into it, maybe start producing and directing some stuff. Do you see yourself making more positive movie that brings us into a more positive light? Because I feel in the current climate, we need to have a more positive aspect of things, and Black folks need to have a more positive aspect and shed a more positive light on ourselves.
Yes.
So, do you think that's something you would be, wanting to do?
Yes, I'm ready to do all kind of roles. I'm ready to tackle everything now. Yeah.
Okay.
I even have a short film called Crash Out Christmas.
Oh, okay. Crash Out Christmas.
Comedy.
And where is that?
It's comedy night, on YouTube. It's a little short film we put out around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we enjoy doing it.
Okay, and when you say short film, what is considered a short film?
I like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So just out of curiosity, are any of your kids athletic?
They were.
Okay. Okay. So
They
they
were.
picked up their gene. Because you know how, like right now we're in the we was just talking about Deion Sanders' boys. And they're not just Deion Sanders, but LeBron James' son as well. These athletes and how their children actually, even if they're not as good as their fathers, they're actually athletic and they out here putting in the work. So that's one of the reasons why I asked any of your kids get the athletic
They
genes.
played soccer, track.
Okay.
They did that.
That's what's up. I like that. And then for
flag football.
What was your
come on
sport?
now.
What was my sport?
You say you was athletic. So I wasn't never athletic. I wasn't an athletic person. You wasn't gonna find me on nobody's sports field doing nothing athletic, but bringing water.
That's
So
it.
Gatorade, but
Water boy.
yeah, cause I can talk to the women while I'm bringing water.
Well, I was a tough one out there. Yeah, I played it all: basketball, football, baseball, track, soccer.
Okay.
I did the skate, what they call the skate roller derby.
Oh, okay.
I did the skate roller derby. Man, come on, tennis. I played tennis, man. Come on, man.
If it had sports before, you were gonna do it.
What? That's all we did in the hood when we were coming up.
Right.
That's all we had to do is they play ball. They don't even do that no more. Play throw
really
up tackle or in a halt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm telling you, the one thing that I can remember, and it's so crazy how I remember this, but the one thing that I remember teaching my children that they played up until they were big was dodgeball. Like they really enjoyed. So my mom had a big old backyard. And when I say they made the best of their backyard, my mom, when we got ready to leave that particular house, my mom was like, the only reason I really want to stay here is for them children to go back there and play. Like, they
from
play.
sun up to sun down.
They on the bike. You could look directly out the back. It was a porch right there. You could see everything, And she was just like, they actually put this to good use. But baby, they used to go out there and play dodgeball and be trying to knock each other hips loose.
Me and her brother them even played together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When we were kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My kids went outside and played too. My kids had to come on by the street light by the time.
The street lights, yeah. And the thing about it is, man, and that's one of the things that is so unfortunate. Like our age group is the last age group on earth that knew this world before technology.
Yeah.
Before all of the social media and all of these different platforms.
Age bracket.
Our age group is the last ones on earth. That is crazy. But I mean, it's a blessing too.
Yeah.
But it is crazy that because we have to think about it like, because the people, y'all let them children do this. These children were born into that era. These children were born during the time that this technology was developed.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different ballgame. Of course, what
they
do with it
technology
from the beginning.
First grade.
Yes, from the beginning. So that's why I have to tell people a lot of times we can't see the perspective of take them phones or da da da, because we didn't have that when we were their age.
Right.
That wasn't a part of us. And the advantage that we got though is that we did live life without it, and then we did.
Exactly.
We gradually got into it.
These kids never know the joy of leaving the house and nobody know where you at.
Exactly.
They would never know.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something that works my nerves right now is my children sharing their location with people, and they rhyme with me. Right. I don't do that. Turn it off.
I know that.
Turn it off. I know that. Like you can share your location with your friends. I don't mind when I'm not the driver.
Right.
When I'm not with you, I understand. For safety reasons, you might share it with your sister or your brother.
Right.
But all that other extra, turn it off. Wrap it up.
No.
Leave it where it's at till we get back.
That's right.
They be like, Mom.
I ain't never thought about it like that.
Oh no, baby, because they tracking you. They don't need to be tracking me too.
That's right.
Well,
who is these people?
Most of my daughter, so my kids, we share locations with each other, and I got my mama location too.
That's right.
But I never thought about it like that because my daughter, because she's at college, she shares her location with a couple of her friends, baby. So I never thought about
they tracking you too.
And
take it out.
Everywhere you go,
where we go.
That little dot going, deal.
I don't need nobody tapping with my whereabouts.
That's right.
Turn it off.
Right.
So they say how we get around before it's GPS.
Look, man, let me tell you
we
something.
Go up to the big chicken, turn right.
Right.
Yeah. Turn right up there at the big chicken.
I say go to the corner. You don't see such and such, but it's now changing because they knocking every damn thing down.
Right. Or building something in front of it.
Yeah.
So you like, well, damn, where that come from?
Or they changed the name of the street. Like in Chicago, I could tell you how to get around Chicago to save my life, and I used to be very versed in Chicago.
That where you been? That where you from?
Yeah.
I've been in Cook County Hospital.
It ain't even there no more.
They knocked Cook County Hospital down.
No, the building's still there, but they closed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
now,
I got family
the
there.
one that was on Harrison, they closed down. You know, it was one on Harrison. I don't know where the new one was at, but the Cook County that was on Harrison, right across the street.
That's the one my mama worked
I have for real, I have some cousins up there.
Really?
Yeah, they've been up there forever.
Yeah.
And they was babies. My auntie moved them there, and they was itty bitty. Like my grandma moved me to Atlanta too. My auntie moved them to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
At
that time, and they grown.
Yeah.
And I know when we used to go out of town, you had that big ass atlas. Every year.
Yeah.
Get updated.
Sure did.
You had to go to the gas station, get that big ass atlas. And so kids don't know their directions
or nothing. That is so true.
Right. But we had to learn the direction because if you went out of town, you gotta go, okay, like 20 going up north. So we know we're going east and west if we get on 20.
Right.
75, 85, oh shit, we're going north and south.
Right.
I kind of like this way though. I don't get me wrong, I be like, GPS, where you at?
Our GPS everywhere, especially with the traffic being what it is. I'm putting the address in there. I love it, but what I do like about us the most is that if it went out,
we still know how to get there.
We still know how to go.
Yeah.
Because you are absolutely right. I remember them atlases. That's crazy.
Had them big ass atlas.
And then not even to mention MapQuest when they first started, you know.
MapQuest was sending your ass off the river.
Baby, you had to print out 84 pages. Running them broke down there.
And then you get the advertising page. Like, I don't want the advertising page. I just want the directions.
Just the advertising page.
And you are trying to look at the page and drive.
That's when the distracted driving came into play with MapQuest. Because baby, how's we gonna do this?
I think Slick the only person who don't like using GPS. If it's in Atlanta, she was like, we don't need that. We just go up to this street, turn right,
to get there.
do
I
a left.
Use it.
And my brother Eric don't like Eric will only use the GPS going somewhere where he already know how to get there. Is if he trying to check for traffic.
Yeah.
Other than that, he'll turn it off because he's like, man, they can't tell me how to get around.
That sounds just like Slick.
Like
they can't tell me how. I've been there all my life.
Yeah, I know how to cut through
back road. Hit them back roads.
I need it for the traffic. So before I even get into that motherfucker, I don't want to have to cut somewhere. Let me go.
I knew I needed GPS in Atlanta when I drove around 25 for 4 days. and said, I know I saw that building already.
Look, you done rolled past that 2 times. It's a big old circle.
I ain't know that at first.
Right.
I said, I know I ain't seen this road. Yeah, I know I saw that building though. And I just kept on riding. Then about 4 hours in, I said, you know what?
That is so true.
Yeah.
But when we learned how to drive, my Uncle Gary told us that's the way that you just described it is how my Uncle Gary told us. Baby, if you go 20, that means you going east or west. You stay on the west side. I always remember that, him.
That's how I taught my kids when they started driving and going to the city. I said, if you ride with somebody and you don't know how the hell you got there, ask somebody how to get to 20 West.
Exactly.
And just ride till you find your damn exit.
Right.
Or follow 285 with to 20.
Yep. And that's
Did I get on 285? Get on
uncle-
something else that goes east, west, north, south.
My uncle told us, baby, you go 285, that's a circle, him.
He know.
Nobody told me that.
It wasn't until I actually rolled the full 285 one time and was like, damn, it is. I'm back at MLK.
It's definitely a circle.
Yeah, so it's a full
And
circle, but that's
about
how we learn.
It takes about an hour to do the whole circle without no traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was traffic. It took me about 4 hours to get around that thing.
Right.
I know I didn't pass this. I know I didn't pass this. And I kept riding. And
Atlanta
then
is
the
a
fool
very
next to me,
unique place.
keep going.
Atlanta
We're
is
going
a
to get
circle,
there.
though.
Yeah.
Atlanta
Well,
is a
and
circle.
that's the part that most people don't really get is the part about Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is really a small, like, it's not as big as most people think it is.
Right.
That's why so many of us know the same people. And with social media, it made us realize we literally know the same people. So it's just
Inside
This is what
285
it is.
is Atlanta. Outside of 285 ain't Atlanta.
that's right. Period. So I do have to ask y'all, what do y'all feel about the Deion Sanders boys? I'm extremely proud of them. They had 2 boys to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that was some racist shit that they did.
It couldn't have been. The first picks was black.
No.
No, for that particular situation.
For them, I think that was some racist shit.
No, it
I
could have
think
been.
The earlier, Lo said he think he had to be humble because he was a little bit cocky.
Yeah.
It
could have been. It could have been race. It could have been race.
It could have been racist.
Because you said, like you said, four
It was his
black.
their daddy that was the cocky motherfucker. It wasn't them.
But
Their dad was the one that said he didn't want them to go to certain teams and shit like that. But why is it Manning boys could do that? Their daddy did that shit. They didn't try to humble them.
So that's
why I
the
said
only
it's more
problem that
racist.
I have with them trying to humble black men, right?
Mhm.
Right.
When society try to humble black men, I have a problem with it, and the main reason is because that's what only happened to.
Right.
Like
Okay.
you being your confidence and being cocky. Okay, we know that it's a thin line there. We understand that. But when when other nationalities do exactly what
we do,
our black men are doing,
so that's
they
why I
get
said it's more
praised.
racist.
I don't like that.
That was some
I don't
racist
like that
shit.
for
But
y'all.
everybody keeps saying they was trying to humble them. Y'all don't humble them down.
That is
Well, see, I'm not a
exactly.
sports. I don't even watch sports,
Yeah.
so all I heard was that he
For
didn't
them
get
to
picked,
have-
and this a travesty.
Yeah, for them to go down as far as they did, Shador was #1 draft pick. He was. His record and his stats showed that. So it was no reason for them to fall as far as they did. And then Shiloh, he's undrafted. I mean, no.
And he went farther than him?
No, he's
Unsigned.
unsigned. But he's with Tampa Bay, but he went as Tampa Bay as a
Free agent.
Right.
So for them to have like Shador should have went first. Like that ain't no deal. He should have went in the first round. Shiloh should have went in round 2 or 3. He wasn't the first round. But for the fact that they keep saying, like everybody kept saying they humbled him, even Agent Orange said they was in the wrong.
It was a political thing.
Well, see, that's what I think. I think too. I think so too. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that's what it boiled down to.
It was a political thing.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say race, because like you said, it was 4 blacks already within top. Now,
I do. I
it
think
was a
I think
political
it was
thing.
something political too. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, this is the thing that
they
and
play
I tell
chess.
anybody,
They play chess with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is the thing with those boys, not just them, but other athletes who have children that's coming. The realness of it is, man, these kids are not entitled. These kids not asking for much. These kids are actually trying to put in the work and do what they need to do.
Right.
I know children with way less that's entitled and feel like somebody owe them something.
Right.
Whereas they're willing to put in the work to actually, and like I always say, even if I'm not as good as my daddy, guess what? On just being real, they ain't really gotta do that.
Oh, they ain't gotta do
They ain't gotta do it. But this is something that they want. So that's why it made me so proud when I see the
I'm
the
proud
black
of 'em.
athletes,
They say, is
being
that the
able
man
to
from
step
Atlanta
in.
Avenue?
Yeah.
Somebody
yeah.
said that.
God, the biggest pressure, he said, God, the biggest pressure applied. I said, is that the man from Atlanta Avenue?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. So I honestly feel like it was something else going on too. But I'm extremely proud of them.
I'm proud of them. Yeah.
Well, all they got to do now is just apply pressure to them,
Yes,
and then when they resign, today's price, not you know what I'm saying, not yesterday's price.
Yeah.
Now you got to break their backs.
And stay focused.
Right, stay focused. Don't
And
let
humble.
it get.
Man, you think about when Deion Sanders first came to Atlanta. Like, man,
He was lit.
his confidence is what made everybody want to embrace him.
Mm-hmm.
Prime time, like
Right.
what?
Right.
Like that's what made everybody want to even support him and love on him, because it's like, man, this man,
Oh,
like,
he came up here and showed out.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then left us.
But he was good.
Right.
How many people do you know can play for the Atlanta Braves and Atlanta Falcons
At
same time?
time. Yeah.
Like, and was good at both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know you
The
have
only
to
other
Leave
person
one
that
game
did-
and go
you
put
think-
on another uniform at the same day.
The same day.
Right.
And you think he not finna pass that confidence to them boys?
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
That's
he's
right.
also humbled them. So like they do a podcast also, the
Mhm.
boys do.
Mm-hmm.
And so they dad be on their ass, and he really didn't. They lived a nice lifestyle, but he made them earn that stuff. So a lot of people just be on the outside looking in, but not
Right.
really focusing and getting to know them people.
Right.
He made them earn a lot of that shit that they did.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's. That's
Yeah,
what
you
it's
gotta work
honestly
hard.
about.
You gotta work hard. You can't go out there playing now.
That's right,
You know
because
what I mean? You gotta work.
the realness of it is, shoot, man. If your daddy lose it all tomorrow, you feel what I'm saying? Like he got to be able to reach for one of y'all.
When they
So
played
they
for
put him
him,
in a position
even
to
in
win.
college, they was like that wasn't their dad, that was their coach. He
Yeah,
got on
right.
their ass just like he got on them other kids.
Mhm.
It's just like whatever you do, you got to work hard
Oh,
at.
yeah,
You
you
know what I
better.
mean? That's just like me.
You better.
As my acting career have launched on, I got to keep working hard
Man, look
Right.
here, and you
to
got
make the best of me.
Right.
One thing my brother have always said, man, everybody want to be grown, but people are growing. If you don't, only thing that don't grow are things that are dead.
Right.
So
Yes.
if you still living, it's growing.
And it's never too late.
And it's, man,
I'm 48
hey,
years
look,
old.
I saw. Let me tell you something. I saw 100-year-old lady graduate from college yesterday
Right.
on live.
And
Dead
that's a
serious.
blessing.
And when I tell you, she might have been moving slow across that stage,
But she
but
got
baby,
that
she
paper.
got it.
Right.
Yeah.
She got it, and
Yeah.
everybody was cheering and
Yeah.
just really putting up. It ain't never
Yes.
too late.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, man, you might tap into your passion, or you might find a different passion.
Mm-hmm.
Once your children get a certain age,
Mm-hmm.
you got time now to put things in perspective about what you want to do.
Mhm.
It's a total different ball game, so you have to get in that shift, right?
Mhm.
So regardless of your age or whatever else you
Mhm.
got going on, just being honest with you, things gonna change once them kids and
Mhm.
once your family dynamics
Let me
change.
tell you what
Mm-hmm.
ain't changing, y'all. Uncle Shay Shay, he ain't changing.
Woo! Baby!
Hey, say something else. Say look, got himself in some Maybach.
I'm trying to say. When I tell you, let me tell you, I went back and I listened to that Cat Williams interview with him.
Monique.
Right.
That Monique interview with him.
Mhm.
It was somebody else
And-
that did it.
And they literally, let me tell you one thing about this life. Like I'm one of them kind of people where it don't have to happen to me for me to know that it's possible, right?
Right.
I can see it happen for somebody else
Right.
and know that it's possible.
Right.
Right.
When Cat Williams was blatantly just like, it don't take but a minute for them girls to rough you up and have
Oh,
you
yeah,
in a
you gotta
situation.
be careful.
But
now.
this ain't his first one, so you'll think he would have sat
Oh,
down.
this ain't the first one.
But
No.
you know
Wow.
that a lot of times, man, that toxicity take over, man, and sometimes a lot of men like that.
Then you look.
A lot of men like
I'm
it.
just my whole thing of it is.
But see this now see here.
That girl was 19 years old, and her conversation sound like she was
of a
17
child.
or 16
Well,
year old.
when you have daughters anyway, though, it's just certain age.
Right, because
you
that
don't
girl
even
was
look
younger
at.
than his daughter,
Yeah.
which was very
Right,
surprising to
He
me.
knew better than that.
You just think about
knew better than that.
even how old is your oldest daughter?
25.
So my son is 25 too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that my logic, and I know other people ain't got to think like me,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with my son about
Right.
nothing other than
Mhm.
mother son
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
Like I'm just being honest. Not that something wrong with him. Not none of that. It's just you think about how you thought at 25.
I'm trying to tell you.
Maybe I was slow and molested.
Now, somebody said age ain't nothing but a number. It should not be defined you.
But
it's a
it's a
certain stimulation you go
yeah.
to now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
if
You
that,
got to.
I would felt better if the girl was like 25 to 30 range. But 19.
But
like,
hey, but you got some fast tails out here now.
Now
You
that's what
don't
they
be
say.
surprised. Now. You got some
The
young
only-
things out here like
Yeah,
older
but
men.
But you can't be
Them
surprised.
younger girls
You
want
can't
some
be-
money
you-
like they did back in the day.
But
when
you can't
had
be
the-
surprised at what come with that.
Yeah.
So, in other words, yeah, you might want to deal with somebody that's that age, but look where it's gonna get you.
You look at the circumstances it's going to take you
she
to
tell
now.
you she wanted 50,000. How we get to 10,000?
God
Shay Shay?
damn.
No, how we, yeah.
Like,
God
what we
damn.
doing?
They had 50 million now? Ain't that what the
No,
No, I'm just saying,
But
They
like,
just
50
saying,
million, yeah.
But he was selling it for 10. You know what fucked him up? He came out and said he had that $100 million contract.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
They sick on it. Get him.
They was already doing it. They was finna finalize. He was finna give her $10 million. But then he went and announced he had $100 million. Go sit down.
And what she say?
I want $50 million.
For one thing, he talked too damn much.
And don't he though? Like I need
He
him
told
to
on
get
his own self.
I need him to get a new press person. I need him to get some new lawyers, and I need them to go tell him to go sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he talked too much.
But
one time.
this is the thing right here. So this one dude, he wasn't going back and forth with me because just being on the up and up, I'm not going back and forth with nobody about certain stuff because I've been a young girl before and I know what I want. So I'm an old girl and I know what I want. But this dude was like that serious, like I ain't finna play with you. But this is the thing right here. This dude was trying to convince me that that most men should. He was like, well, you heard Samuel.
Yeah,
What?
Jackson.
What's the dude name? Kevin Samuels. You heard Kevin Samuels. Y'all get to a certain age and y'all are disposable. And woo 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 woo. Like what? I was like, oh okay. And I'm just thinking to my 47-year-old self, boy, you don't even know. There's some cats out here that'll do that thing you like, sir. But I ain't even go there.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, did you see how Kevin Samuels up here? Like,
Right.
was you not paying attention? That young girl he had couldn't even save his life and they said she was a nurse.
Just died.
Sir, you still going by the old standards?
Yeah. I know one of
You
my
gonna be in the same shoes.
Yeah,
one of
then
my
you gonna be
homeboys,
stuck.
he's 48, 49,
Mm-hmm.
and he only talked to women between the ages of 32 and 38.
He got his boundaries. He got his
But
boundaries.
he was like, because women over 38, he was like, we too old for him. I said, nigga, what you telling me?
But no, I can see
Hey.
that because I know a lot of women our age that I wouldn't date if I was a man.
Hey, the best whoever did it says, how two old people gonna take care of each other? You need to date you a younger woman so she can take care of you. And they need to get you a younger. When y'all get old, how y'all?
The way that ain't even mattering no more because a lot of them young was leaving way faster than
That's
us.
right.
Right about that.
So it's like it's all about preference. Whatever you prefer,
Right.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But
You like
don't
all
be
that.
working my nerves when when I tell you what I prefer.
Right.
Don't tell me I ain't got no options and I ain't got no preference.
That means double standards. Men can have all the preferences they want, but when a woman,
but I ain't got none.
Y'all got to settle.
They got to settle, though. They got to settle.
And I just told somebody this earlier. Black women are the only women who are encouraged to do struggle love. Black women are encouraged to do struggle love. If you don't do nothing but one thing for your daughter, if you don't do nothing but one thing for your daughters, you tell them struggle love is off the table. I understand he is young and he ain't got it. Don't go for him.
Yeah.
Don't deal with
settle.
it. Because if you ain't dealt with a man with financial issues after a certain age, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I can tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you that struggle love is dead.
That's what I'm telling you. Don't tell your daughters. Don't tell them. Don't sign up for that shit.
All the other nationalities.
Now you got some mans go through that too now.
Listen, you do. But what I'm saying to you is, if you want to do your daughters,
I'm not forget that daughters or sons. Because what I tell my son is the same thing I tell my daughter. My son is older. Don't have no struggle love. If you know, because the girl he dating, she wasn't working at the time. And he's like, I ain't never marrying you if you ain't got no job. He said, I wasn't raised like that.
Well, like, the only difference is, let me tell you
cold blood, that's a bad little dude, whoever that was.
The only reason why I don't say it go for men is because when men are dating and they're dating intentionally, they don't give a damn where a woman work. You looking at this woman that's gonna have your children and finna raise your children.
She can flip a
burger. Exactly. No, seriously.
Yeah, right.
That don't even matter. It don't apply. The same rules don't apply for men and women.
Damn that.
It
I don't want no struggling ass bitch being my daughter-in-law coming in my house.
Let me tell you something.
But she
if women make home. And most times men don't care what it is that they do. If you're intentionally dating, you want to deal with somebody who is able to, that you can see that can raise your children. Y'all can raise kids together. Right. Y'all can do certain things together. I wouldn't give a damn what if Adonis went and married somebody today, right? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't care if she worked. Let me tell you why. I need for you to make sure she got her mind. I want to make sure her mind right, because I know what childbirth do to women. Yeah. I know what certain things do to women, and sometimes if you have the right mate,
but struggle
you
love,
don't suffer through it by yourself.
But struggle love,
you going to get you somebody with a good old job and can't even make it through damn postpartum.
But that's what I'm saying. Struggle love is not all the time about financial. Sometimes it's about
my point exactly. Do not sign up for struggle love. When men are secure in their finances, it's a whole different walk in the park. Well, people can say what they want to say.
We're going to struggle love together because I'm going to have good finances, but I ain't going to tell your monkey ass.
Listen to what I'm saying. That's perfectly fine, long as you can keep us straight. Do you understand?
Long as you make sure she good.
Long as you
that's all that matters.
We going Dutch on everything.
That's good. Only thing I'm saying is, it don't
get that large fry.
What applies to women don't really apply to men. Get you somebody, men, who actually will love you regardless of what you got going on to a certain level, but somebody that ain't gonna put you further in the hole.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what men have to focus on. Somebody who ain't trying
to... If she got sheets up to her windows as curtains and a blow up mattress in the living room.
That's who you want.
Yes, get what though? There's a lot of these movies show you that.
Oh yeah.
Show you about the struggle, love, and all that right there.
If you only want with that person,
see, that's why we can't count on you. If your child want the person, no matter how fucked up the person is, there is nothing you really can do.
No, it's not about a certain person. The only thing what I'm saying is, now I don't know, I can't speak for other people's children, but when my children come to me about certain things, there are certain things that I'm going to tell them. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to ever tell them, no, don't go out with him. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that. Right. But what I will try to instill in them and make them look at the logic of things.
Right.
For my daughters, I'm gonna be honest with you. In this world that we live in now, what I tell my daughters is not what I tell my son. They got that men and women working two totally different direct. They deal with things totally different. Mm-hmm. It just is they're faced with things that are totally different.
I ain't gonna get in they business no way. Shit, they gonna do what they want to do anyway.
Right, they will, but it's not necessarily like she's saying when your kids come. Like a lot of times, my son and my daughter come to me and we have the logical conversations. Mm-hmm. And so when my son come to me about the people that he going through or he dating or whatever, I just always tell him, whatever you deal with now, it's gonna be what you deal with later, and it's gonna be worse as time go on. So if you accept the bullshit now, just know you're gonna accept more bullshit later. So if you know it's something that you don't want, then dead it and go ahead and kill it.
Oh, for sure. That talk is definitely something that could go both ways for men and women, for girls and boys. And the main reason is because of if the flag is flagging, pull it. You might want to pull it or snatch it or remove it. Whatever you need to do.
They not like when we were coming up though. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, we went through struggle.
Well, see,
but we were actually taught that was okay. Don't teach your daughters that shit, man.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, man. One thing about it, if you got two people that can come together and actually be good for one another, then some things you're gonna deal with because everybody come with something. Right. We get that everybody come with something, but it's kind of like things gotta outweigh for each other. Like my son, I can be honest with you, my son can deal with a woman that who trying to go after their goals and this, that, and other. Me personally, I don't think people should be out here dating and doing nothing today after the 25 anyway. I don't think nobody should really be taking none of this stuff serious until after they're 25. And the main reason is because from that time that you're considered grown at 18 and to 20 something, you got to understand your frontal lobe is developing. What actually matters is developing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. I try to tell people.
Going on with this?
I try to tell people all the time, like, if I had known what I know now, what I knew back in, like, ain't no way in the world I'd have started families and all that other stuff. No, that's just not, no.
But it's a blessing.
Oh, no, it's definitely a blessing, but the way things are now, and I know how things are, I'm not going to tell my daughters to go through what I went through.
No.
I'm not going to encourage that. I'm just sorry. No. I'm not doing that.
Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, so no. I'm not going to encourage that at all.
But I did do what the other nationalities do when they send their daughters to school. Their daughters go to school to get an education and see if they can find a husband.
That's right.
So I have told my daughter, baby, I'm gonna need you to find you a husband that you want to keep. So that's what you going to school for. She said, I ain't going to school for education. Yeah, you get the education, but I'm gonna need you to find you a husband while you there.
Wow.
That's what. But this is the thing right here.
Well, she don't want to.
She wants to.
She in college to be in college to learn, to get it. What
she having fun. So, she having the time of her life. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna need you to get some.
As somebody who was married at 18, all that ain't all cracked up to be.
No. So you gotta.
Sometimes you gotta just live life, go through college, then have some mistakes, and then think about getting married later on.
To marry them,
experience it first.
Yeah.
Then make your mind up.
Date a few frogs.
Yeah.
But you do date a few frogs when you trying to be intentional on what you want in the future. So I'm not telling her as soon as she graduate, y'all gonna get married. But keep your ideas, and when she's dating the different people, she know what she want and what she don't want. So that's what the other nationalities do. That's why when they come, they go to college, they graduate, they have a whole degree, and guess what? They're at home being stay-at-home wives because they don't met their man at college. And
even if you don't get no man from college, because I can be honest, it wasn't not a man at my college that I would have wanted. but you have the mind.
Man at that college.
Like, it wasn't nobody at college, but I would have dated somebody different.
Right.
Even if they didn't go to college, you know what I'm saying, go to school with me, it would have been a different. The one thing that I like to instill in my girls is to set you some boundaries and don't move off of them. I don't care. You gonna hear men say, ain't nobody gonna want you. Da, da, da. You gonna hear all of that because this is the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all gonna break our heart, right?
Right.
All y'all gonna break our heart, but do you want them to
Y'all be
break?
breaking our heart too,
But
though.
listen, but as a woman, look, do you want your daughter heart broken on Bankhead in Dubai?
Nah.
Which one would you rather?
Neither one.
Neither one. Break it down, way.
Yeah, don't break it down, but
Nah, just play, but no, seriously.
But all I can say
if it's a
somebody
choice
for everybody.
Yeah, if it's a choice,
Yeah.
I can be honest with you.
Yeah.
If you already know somebody full of and they ain't really go that, but you like them and you enjoy them.
Yeah.
If you deal with them, let them
And then
have
I'm
a
trying
piece
to
of
teach
change.
mine to stay away from the one that on drugs too.
Right? Oh yeah.
Lord,
Because a lot come with it.
Woo.
A lot come with it. And see, the drugs now, they different.
Yeah.
They damn so different.
You got to have a little bag now to be on some cause.
These drugs ain't like it was
No,
when
nah, they
Everything is chemically based.
Yeah.
It kill you. It killing you. It killing you
Man,
ASAP.
I ain't never seen so many people that want to
Experience drugs.
no, not experience it, but kill off the folk that's gonna keep coming back to buy it.
Yeah.
See, back in our day,
We didn't want to
we
do that.
wanted it to be good, potent, and we wanted you
Right.
to come back for some more.
Right.
Yeah.
How you gonna come back if you dead?
Right.
Yeah, we ain't step on our stuff
Right.
like they doing
It's
now.
crazy.
You gonna kill
Like,
him and
what
you
you
gonna mess
know?
up all the money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? Is we in the? Are we
You
in
been
the
watching
same
too much
game?
BMF.
What you saying?
You been watching. You watching too much BMF. Hush, child. Hush.
We didn't do all that stuff because that was the thing. My stuff is pure. They wanted to make sure their stuff was pure.
Now,
Right.
see, now they trying to stretch it.
Yeah,
They trying to
wouldn't-
kill you.
Yeah, and then
Fine,
and
that shit
ultimately
they
that's what
is.
you think about.
They say
Man,
today's
They'll
dope boy
say
at 95,
anything else, but they'll say
2000.
no, they
That's
totally
the way.
different.
They'll say it's rat parts, but they make that $10.
Seriously, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want to knock off the clientele? That's
Right.
crazy.
They
Right.
don't
That's
understand the
unheard
concept.
of.
Right.
They
Because
don't-
now you got to wait for some more to be born. I mean, I don't know. What, like,
Right, right.
How is that
So,
logic?
KC,
Yes, sir.
how do you feel about all the filming going on around Atlanta? Do you feel it gives you more opportunity to get in there and get, like, they got the studio down the street being built that's been built
Yeah.
Lionsgate?
I saw that.
How you feel about?
Lionsgate.
Yeah, how you feel about
I
all
feel
that?
I feel good about it, man,
Yeah.
because I think I got a chance of getting in. Some
Yeah,
more
right.
and some more and some more.
Mhm.
You know?
Are you writing too? Are you
I'm not
writing?
writing. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So you
just
mainly
acting.
just acting.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Yeah,
got,
'cause
what,
it's some-
4
it's some
videos now?
room.
I be like I said, I started with Ivana Pearl and Envy the Pretty Lady, Boss Entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Started with them and worked my way on up. Went to Eyes Glue Production. You know, we got a movie coming out called Stay Dangerous.
Mhm.
Are any of your movies on Tubi?
Stay Dangerous supposed to be coming on Tubi.
Okay.
And
I get you on Tubi.
and on Amazon Prime though.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazon Prime and YouTube.
Mhm.
Then I went to I ran across my brother,
Mhm.
Jules $1,
Mhm.
man. He pulled me over there with him too.
Mhm.
So I've been doing that with him. Then Slick Boy Ziggy got Zones the series.
Mhm.
I've been doing that with him too. Then I got something else. Working on got a movie coming out called Problems After Problems, shot by Man, you know, and Huey. I've been working out there.
Now I saw you in that Soldier Gambino video.
Yes.
Okay, and
yes,
I was
the
like,
Soldier
okay, that's
Gambino
what's
video.
up.
I raised that boy.
Really?
Yes, in Hollywood
Okay.
on Hollywood Road.
Yeah, cause he had a video there when I saw you, and I'm like, okay.
That when that break, that when I had my feet on the wall then. That when I had my feet on the wall.
That's what's up, man. I love to see it.
Mhm.
So with the movies that you're a part of, do you ever go on audition for, like, you know how they'll put out auditions for such and such? Is that something that you would do, or you rather kind of like have a personal relationship with the people that's doing it?
I do it.
Okay.
If they tap in with me, I do it.
Because
you
I know this guy who do security. I know he always putting up. People in the door with us too. I can't remember his name,
Mhm.
but he always putting up when they need extras and when they need, this and that.
And then a lot of them folk be kind of, I know a couple of folk that go to those things
Mhm.
and they don't be coming back happy.
The only one that I know that people actually go to and come back satisfied, honestly, is the one with Tyler Perry. Like when Tyler Perry put it out there and say, "This is what I need." Like most of the people that I know go in to be extras, they getting their money, they getting their time. You know, like they really is real. So you probably right. Right.
Now the people that I'm working with now, like we underground filmmakers and things like that, I feel a lot of us gonna make it.
Oh yeah.
You know, cause we working hard. You know what I mean?
You know, when the first movie that I ever seen that was shot in Atlanta that was independent film was that Snow in the Bluff. You know,
right. That's one of my cast members.
Yeah.
Curtis Snow. Yes. And then, you know, it was him. That was the first one that really did it. That him and Loud Pat, Barbara T.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, that's my cast member, too. So, you know.
Was he the first one to do it?
Yeah.
He was.
And Barbara T and Curtis Snow. And then here come that man with the plan.
Right.
Hey. JT the bigger figure. Bringing Hill though, with Curtis Snow, you know.
Right.
So it evolved around like that right there, and then you know everybody around the world making hood movies now.
Yeah, the thing about it is you make it relatable most times, because you remember if y'all can recall, Friday
was a hood
movie. It wasn't Atlanta, but you know, it was California, but people could still relate to it.
Right.
So that was how they ended up getting those different parts and stuff like that, because people could really relate and they thought it was funny. I love to see these comedians now coming up and they getting their chance to be in these movies and people getting to see who they are.
Right.
Because a lot of times, man, just to me, I don't really do a whole lot of mainstream of nothing, but just to me, you make it relatable, I think it can go.
I got another movie for to come out called A Seat at the Table.
Okay.
That's like a family movie.
Okay.
Slick said, do you take scripts?
You gotta take scripts, yeah.
Do I take scripts? I will. I will.
Do you think you will want to go to any acting classes or do any acting schools, or you just gonna keep flowing the way you're doing, learning as you go back?
I want all the smoke.
Oh, okay.
Class. No class, let's go. I want all of it. If they want to send me to class, let's go.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay. My mind made up. I'm in it to win it.
Okay.
Don't never feel like you grown.
That's
you
right.
Growing.
That's right.
So that means whatever it takes.
My kids are grown. It's on me now.
Exactly. Yeah, it's my turn.
It's my turn. Live my life now. You feel me?
That's what I was saying.
It's time to live my life,
right?
You know, so and I'm enjoying life. You know, everybody healthy, everybody wealthy. You know, we good. You know, the grandkids are good and everything like that. So you know, it's time for Kabara's Copeland, man.
Wait a minute, Kabara, you got grandchildren?
5 of them.
What?
Yes.
Hey.
2 girls, 3 boys.
What they call you?
Pop. Granddaddy. All day long.
I'm here for it. Yeah, it's a different kind of feel, but that's what's up, man. I love to hear. Like I said, man, bringing them comedians in.
Yeah.
Now, me and Barbara T grew up together too.
Okay.
Because my grandma was from Sales Avenue, Harris Hall area.
Okay.
And all of us grew up too. It's just kind of crazy because I don't never call him Barbara T. I just heard you say, I told y'all I don't do nicknames. I be like, what's up, dear? He be like, girl, what the world? But I can't help it. I'm sorry. I knew you before that.
Yeah.
So I have to call you by your name.
Yeah.
This is about the only person that I might let get away with calling, but everybody else call her K. I call her KK. Because it was always KK with me.
Okay.
Now the new people, they can call her K all day long.
K.
Yeah, they can cut it short.
I done heard everybody call my name. Kabayas,
Right.
Everything. I just go with the flow. What's happening?
Right.
I know what you're trying to say.
That's right.
So I just say KC that way. You know what I mean?
I was finna ask you, so where did KC that way come from? That way KC? Because you got it that way KC on Instagram and then KC that way on Facebook. Where did that even come from?
Well, you know my name, Kabara's Copeland.
Right.
So, and I always liked it that way when the Migos dropped
Okay.
That way.
I don't know why I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I kind of figured that.
I stuck with that. I said, Daddy, you're right there. Destiny right there.
That way,
That
Casey.
way.
Okay. I was
Mhm.
wondering where that came from. So what can we expect from you within like I'm just going because we already in April.
Mm-hmm.
Almost May.
Yeah.
It'll be makeup.
No,
time.
finna
Ain't
make
that
it in what,
crazy?
3-4 days?
Yes.
If it be 2026.
So what can we expect to see between now and the end of 2025? Like I know you named a couple of movies, but I want you to just kind of go back through and just kind of think about what are the movies that we should expect from you in 2025.
With movies?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. Boss Independent got a couple of stuff up on their sleeve.
Okay.
They want to pull it out, you know. Cause like I said, we got a seat at the table coming out real soon.
Okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
but that sounds like something like soul food.
Man, the Atlanta Avenue family, my Atlanta Avenue family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, we got a lot of stuff coming out soon too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
we got a lot more stuff coming out soon. Cause we finna hit episode 200.
Oh yeah, for Atlanta Avenue.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, wow.
200 episodes. You know,
Wow.
episode 99 came out yesterday
Mm-hmm.
out of season 2. You see what I'm
So
saying?
you in that one?
In season 2, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
So we got a lot of stuff coming along after we do episode 100.
Okay.
And you know, like I said, been still working with Sleepwise Ziggy on Zones, the series. You know, helping them out over that way a little bit. You know, try to help everybody out. You know, trying to grow.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Everybody help everybody. You know.
That's the name of the game, honestly, man.
Do you look forward to
Support
writing your
people.
own series eventually this year? Like
I wouldn't mind.
Like getting time to write your own and have your own perspective of things in Atlanta and stuff like that. Do you expect to do that soon?
I won't mind. I want to do that too.
Okay.
I want to work on that.
Thank you for calling Westside Misfits Radio Show.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Hello.
All right, I'm just calling to show some support for my cast member, KC.
I know that voice. Is that twin?
That's Twin, aka Africa.
Africa, Atlanta Avenue. What's up, my brother?
Yes, it's just good to see you, man, reaching out and representing for the cast and crew.
Yes, sir.
And just showing people that real people do this thing, man.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
because the one thing that people don't really realize is that at Atlanta Avenue, we're a family.
That's right. That's right.
I can tell.
Yeah, and you see us on there. We doing all these different type of scenes and this, that, and other. But at the bottom of all of that is love.
We all family. Ain't never love.
That's right. I can definitely tell though. I can tell too. And when you get embraced by that type of, like, everybody learning, everybody trying to get in there and get in where they fit in, and everybody being supportive, man. That we appreciate you too for calling in, Africa.
Thank you, brother.
Okay. All right, y'all have a good evening.
Tomorrow.
You too.
Yes, sir.
See you.
All right. Bye-bye.
And then I've been doing I've been doing 105.7 the phase.
Oh, okay.
With Amanda Miller them on Monday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been rocking with them too. So,
Okay.
And we got a couple of roles together. Me and Amanda and Zoe them. We got a couple of roles together in some movies coming up. You know.
Okay.
So I've been, trying to help others out that I really deal with and rock with genuine people. You know what I mean? No negative involved. I don't tolerate negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're negative, stay away from it. I can't deal with it. I'm too old for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Raise my blood pressure.
Right.
The
Negative. If you ain't got God in your life, I don't want to hear nothing about nothing.
I'm trying to
You know
tell
what
you,
I'm saying?
seriously.
Do you know if they're going to shop the series to any other platforms, like the one that's on Prime? They're going to try to take it to Tubi, or they're going to take it to Netflix, or?
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I actually love about this, about technology now when it comes to the movies and stuff like that. Like, man, we got so many Spielbergs for real. Like, and now they get a chance to really show people what's going on and show people that, man, there's so much talent out here. And what I like is they do have different platforms that they can utilize. If that one don't work for you, try this one.
Right.
If that one don't work, try
that
another one.
one.
So it's so many different options now. It makes it where the people who actually provide those platforms have to do a little work too. Because now we want you to choose us.
Right.
We want you to choose us. So, you know, you have to do certain things. But I look forward to really just kind of watching everybody grow. But don't forget now, we got a platform too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with Roku. So
Right.
so if you have something that's coming out, a movie, whatever,
Right.
we have a platform here at Misfits Radio and TV
Right.
that can actually put those on our platform and
Say
allow
no
people
more.
to
Y'all hear
tap
that?
into 'em. So
Y'all hear that, cast members?
just
My
wanna-
brothers, my sisters.
just want to put that out there for y'all,
Right.
just
Yes.
so y'all know that we're at the platform as well. And one of the things that we want to do is support. The same way people come out and support
That's
us,
right.
we want to support you all
We
as
appreciate
well.
that.
So
I even took one of my movies down to Manchester and Woodbury.
oh wow, for
Mm.
real.
I went to, got my family and my dad, my cousins, and
Oh, okay.
everything. Yes. So I spread my wings,
Yeah.
you know.
That's what's up.
Let them know what I can't forget where I come from.
Oh no,
You know.
never that, man. You,
And they were so grateful because ain't nobody went down to no Manchester and Woodbury and did no movie.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
and man, you liable to go down there and find some of the best people to work with.
Yes,
You feel what I'm saying?
yes.
Like,
And they did a
honestly.
good job. That was called Hustlers Ambitious Atlanta season 2.
Oh, okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
The words I can see you looking like your dad. How your dad look like?
Like I look.
All right.
He look like me.
Look, my cousin had a party up here right Saturday, right?
Uh-huh.
And I messed around and went, man. That's how they call me. Boy, you look just like your dad.
I
Boy,
can,
you look just like your dad.
seriously, you know, like
We
it's some
dress,
people
we
you
dress
can.
alike and
I
everything.
can believe it. I can believe it.
Player.
Here we go. Thank you for calling Westside Misfits. How can we help you?
Hey, just wanted to holler at that boy KC that way.
Ow.
I bet y'all know who that is. That's the other half of them folks. 105.7, the
That's
phase.
right, that's right. You
Amanda
already
Miller.
know.
What's up, Amanda?
Hey guys. Look, KC, I am so proud of you. You know I tell you all the time, man.
Yes.
You know, you've come a long way.
Yes.
And I want people to just realize and look into, like, don't let things hold you back. He's a walking example of, you know, overcoming and just really doing your thing and being
Yes.
positive and making an impact. So
Yes.
definitely never stop. Always keep moving. I love your craft. I love what you're doing.
Thank
It's
you.
inspirational. Keep going and keep moving. You know, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
That is so
Sweet.
sweet.
Thank you so much.
Amanda, you gotta get with us, girl, so we can do some work together.
Yes,
Yeah,
network.
let's link up. Definitely, guys. Y'all doing an amazing job. Have a
Yes.
happy Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank
Same
you,
to
you too. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Okay.
Slick said he'll
Okay,
stop.
gotta love it.
We
Gotta love
popping
it.
around here, man. We
That's
popping
right.
around here,
That's
man.
right.
You know, we real recognize real.
That's
That's
right.
You
right.
know, like I said, man, I have, like she said, I have overcome a lot of obstacles in my life. You know,
Mhm.
such as drugs and
I was
trapping, and, you know, running the streets.
That's right.
You know, I have come a long
Right,
way.
right.
I was just about to ask you, what are some of the things that you could tell the younger you? What is something that you could tell the younger you that you feel like would help you progress now? Like if you was able to talk to the younger you.
Okay. Put God first for one thing.
Come on now.
That's the first thing.
Come
First
on.
and foremost.
Mhm.
Put God first. Keep praying.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of trouble. You know, get your education if you're still in school. Get you a
Mhm.
good job. You know,
Mhm.
watch your surroundings. Stay focused. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Don't do drugs.
Mm.
Don't do drugs, man. It's okay to enjoy life, man, but just try not to do drugs, man. You know, drink your little bill, you know what I mean, a little wine or something, but just be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's very important because I got hit by a drunk driver. some years ago. Yeah, on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow.
yes, a hit and run. Well, he tried to run, but God said, "No, not that guy. You could leave him out here like that."
Was that on Fulton Industrial?
On Fulton Industrial by Charlie Brown Airport.
Yep, I remember that.
Yes.
I definitely remember that. So that's something that you would definitely promote and instill, like the way that society is now, and a lot of the music and a lot of what influences our children, not so much as us now, but a lot of times they feel like you can't even make it without drugs. They feel like they can't even make a song without drugs. They can't do certain things unless they feel a certain type of way.
I used to be one of them, though.
Exactly.
I used to be one of them.
When I think back to our age group, that was something that was promoted. It was like you couldn't do it. But when you all figured out you could, then it was like, well, damn, I done waited all this time.
I'm 7 years clean.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. 7 years clean. God is good, man. I feel so good. But let me tell you something. I'm not nobody. Like I said, just be careful.
Right.
Enjoy life, just be careful. You can do all the drugs you want. Just be careful. But love yourself. You know what I mean? Love yourself first, man. Self-love is the most important thing. Because them drugs will beat you down. The streets will beat you down. It beat me down. But I bounced back.
Right.
God wasn't ready for me. You know, after I got hit, I got sick 2 years later. Yeah, like that went out of here. Had an ulcer. Like they took me out of here.
Wow.
Yes. And after that right there, you know, I gave it on up to him. I'm not perfect, but I do serve a perfect God. You know what I'm saying? So
what was one of the things that made you say, I'm done with these drugs?
Yeah, enough is enough.
When I got sick.
Okay.
And my kids started getting a little older on me, you know, and they starting to realize and recognize, you know, and I was like, I want to live. I love myself. Because when I got hit, I had to learn how to walk a year after. So after that right there, I got sick. I was still trying to hang when I got hit.
Be your regular self.
Yeah. But God said, you ain't learned from that hit yet?
Let me show you
Let
something
me
else.
hit you one more time. Wham!
Let me show you one more time.
Hit you caught head one more time. Wham! You gonna learn for this or what?
Right.
I'm gonna give you 3 times. I took that second strike and ran with it. You know, and that when I was like, you know, something, I was that great, like, Lord, please help me, please. I was talking to him, man. I was talking to him. Whatever you pull me out there right here, man, I ain't gonna do it no more. Done. So I gave it to him, man, and the rest is history, man. And I feel good. I'm healthy. You know,
man,
soberness.
I love to hear it, man. It's been like coming from you, somebody that's done lived and done experienced things. Like, even when I hear like Joe saying enough was enough, like it's something within that to me that a lot of these young adults can get and can understand. Like, y'all, like, cause like with you, you always have, now from what I can remember, you always have been on the up and up when it came to life, to experiences and things like that. So it was never that. And to be perfectly honest, I can remember like we all was, you know, going to church together and you know doing certain things together. So that foundation, I feel like to a certain extent, is what saved a lot of us. That's why when I said go back to the grandparents, a lot of times, man, our parents, see, just so happened my mama was a little bit older when she had me versus most people's mother. Your mama was too. Most of my friends' mama, they was like 10 years younger than my mama. So a lot of things that my mama was able to expose my friends to was kind of like grandmama-ish. Right. Because their mamas was young. Their mamas still out there partying and doing certain things. That's why I say that foundation, man, is important.
Right.
Because even regardless of what you veer off and do, regardless of that, man, you have that foundation that you love God and you believe in God, you're a faithful person, it makes a difference.
And then when my mom died of cancer, you know, down in Temple, so, you know, it really made me stronger because I'm the oldest son of 4 sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I got all daughters, all sisters, and I'm the oldest son. So I had to step up, man, and man up, you know, because I'm next up.
Mhm.
You
Right.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make sure they good. And they good. I got 2 on my dad's side, 2 on my mom's side, and all daughters at my home. So I'm the next man up, and I'm big brother. So I don't wanna. I want to live a long time, the best way I can, you know, until God ready for me to come on home. I got some more work to do on this earth.
Right.
He ain't ready for me yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. And he loved me, and I love him. You know, so I'm gonna do the best I can to take care of myself to live a healthy life. You know.
And I definitely believe them girl dads, man. Y'all be like, you know, cause there's certain things you don't want. Like when you have a son, it's kind of it's different because that could be your partner. Your daughter can't really be your partner. You the example of what you want your daughter to choose. You know, for the next phase of life.
Right.
So it's like, but I gotta get this shit together. Cause if she choose somebody like how I am back then, ain't gonna work.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I got to become who I want my daughters to see and actually choose. Like I want them to be able to be like, oh, he ain't nothing like my daddy, or I want somebody like my daddy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, because it's just something about them girl dads just be different.
And they so proud of me, man. Cause
Absolutely.
man, I was a wild maniac once upon a time. Yeah, I mean,
A long time ago.
Yeah, I was. She know.
I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying.
I was
And
something
now,
else.
But now, like, because each one of your children get a different version of you.
Yes.
Right.
yes.
So it's just so crazy.
I
like
got one act just like me, like from
I
back
can believe
then.
it. I
You
can
feel
believe
me?
it. Oh, baby, you gonna
We be
get that
bumping
pressure.
heads.
You gonna get that pressure.
I be looking like, oh, I love you to death.
Right. But don't
say it, don't fake.
I can believe it. You gonna definitely get that pressure because it's
But
like
they proud of me though.
oh yeah,
They
for
proud
sure.
of me though. You know.
For sure.
You know, I done made. You know, there's a lot of people, man, that we grew up with, man. They so surprised and proud of me. You know, even the haters.
Oh, of course.
They happy too.
That's right.
You know, they you know, you know how it go.
That's
They
all
happy
right.
too, and I love y'all too. You know what I mean?
That's all
I pray
right.
for y'all too.
That's right.
You know, that motivate me.
I was just about to say, but without the naysayers and the people that's kind of like, you know, kind of doubtful, just being honest with you, that's what make you go hard.
Mhm.
Hang back.
But I ain't got too many of them though.
I'm not.
Because I always been a genuine person.
Right.
Not that you know of.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah.
No haters be your best
Yeah,
motivator.
you know you're going to always have one, but you know.
Right, it ain't.
They
it
might
ain't
not
got to
even
be
show
many.
it. You know what I mean?
It
But
ain't got to be that many, but one is enough.
yeah,
You
one is
understand
enough.
me? But yeah, I love the fact that you actually tapped into something, like you said, right time, right place.
Mm-hmm.
You actually tapped into something that you didn't even know
Mm-hmm.
could be a part of, you know, a part of what you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's never too late.
Mm-hmm.
You see something that you want to do, or you get in there at a certain time. This is the time that it's supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to happen before that.
No, it did.
It was like you wouldn't even know what to accept, what come with
Right,
it.
I wasn't ready yet.
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I wasn't ready yet.
That's right.
Right.
So
Because I I'm over here trying to film, and I'm still over here diving and dashing.
Right.
You feel me? Now my body all wore out. I'm
Yeah.
tired. I can't do that.
That's
Where you
right.
at? Can't see that way? Man, I'm laying down this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
trying.
seriously.
So now I'm so more focused. When they call now, I'm on go.
that's right.
You know, my job, I go to work. I work. I go leave work. I go film. Right back at the work. Right back to the film. And so you know, I'm on it.
Is it any producers or anybody that you could see us that you would want to work with that you know of right now, like somebody that you haven't worked with yet, but you just like, you know what, I wouldn't mind working with them.
Well, shoot, it's about a lot of them I'm working with now.
Okay,
That you know,
Right.
it's popping. You know what I mean?
So you feel like it's where you are now is where you're supposed to be. So
it's some more out there for me though.
okay,
It's some more out there for me.
Okay.
It's some more for me. I ain't gonna just settle. It's some more out there for me, and I'm gonna go get it too.
absolutely,
I'm gonna go get it. I always been a go getter.
that's right.
You know what I mean? From the dope gang
I
to the
was
football player.
That's right.
To the whatever.
See, that's the thing. Like,
always a go getter, a leader.
That's right, and that's one of the things that I can truly say about a lot of the people in our generation is that we had to figure out how to get in that groove. Like when things changed, when dope game changed, we had to try something different. You feel what I'm saying? Like we had to get another curve. Then when other things changed, we had to get another curve. So we know how to get in them curves and crevices and try to make something. So now you're applying what you always have had instilled in you. Now you focus and you're able to actually play in these actors. Who would have thought Casey was an actor?
Right.
Like,
who would have thought that? Yeah.
A whole actor
A
out
whole
here.
actor.
Like,
yes.
playing in real films. Like,
yes.
Yeah. What? I'm
gonna be on there tonight.
Oh, for
was
real?
on there last night.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how often do you have to practice or do you have to actually go in for filming and stuff like that?
Should we film every week?
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Atlanta Avenue
So that
film
takes a lot
every
of
Monday.
discipline.
We film every Monday for Atlanta Avenue. And then zones we film it every weekend, sometime on Mondays, when we can fit in. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up, man. That's that discipline. You have to have that in order to.
Oh yeah.
Get
your body rest. Rest is very important too. Absolutely. In this game.
Man, you better know it. I tell people all the time,
you gotta
man.
Get your rest.
Knowing to rest and knowing when to rest is a part of the what keep you able to do stuff. Like, man, folks say, man, look here.
And then look, surround yourself to some go-getters.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself to some people that willing and able and want to see you all succeed in life and push you to do better.
I need you to let Freak Me go.
Yeah.
To push you a little better, you know what I mean?
That's right, because the thing about it is you can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
If you're constantly, like you said, you're the oldest of the kids, you got daughters, if you're constantly trying to pour into them, and you got to surround yourself with somebody who can pour it back into you.
That's right.
So you're absolutely right with surrounding yourself with people that actually want to see you win. That's
right. And the people that I work with, like Ivana Pearl and Envy the Pretty Lady Boston Independent, they solid. Man, Atlanta Avenue whole family, they solid. 105.7 The Phase, they solid. Zig is on the series, they solid. Eyes Glued Imperial, Robert, they solid. Huey, shots by Man them, they solid.
That's what you
and
want.
everybody work together, man. Ain't nobody trying to do better than the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody want to see each other win and succeed. You know what I mean?
And that's definitely important.
That plays a very important role, in life.
Just out of curiosity, do you cook?
For hundreds of people.
What do you enjoy cooking? Because I can see you
Soul
on the grill.
food.
I can see you on the grill in your sandal.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
All
that good stuff. With the the white beat on and everything.
That's right.
With a whole straw hat.
So you actually cook soul food. So what's your famous dish? If somebody said, man,
I love to cook some baked chicken with sauteed onions and bell peppers and macaroni and cheese, collard greens and black eyed peas and mashed potatoes and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Some old rice.
Manchester
Old country bucket.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
But see, that's what I feed my people, my friends.
Okay.
I feed them soul food.
Really? Okay, because I know I heard you say about the slab of ribs.
Yeah,
I know if you was cooking them or not, but okay, that's what's up.
Well, I get them folks some collard greens and pinto beans.
That's right. Fill them up, baby.
Yeah, they be out there jumping.
That's right. Fill them up, baby.
Hey, look, one time, Safo had came and gave them a plate, right? I don't know what some sandwiches or something, but it don't matter what you give them. It's the thought that counts.
That's right.
Hey. Better take it or leave it.
Right.
Your hot dog or sandwich, you better be grateful.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But my choice of food that I like to give them when I can, don't get me wrong, I do hot dog hamburgers sometimes, on a quick fix, you know what I mean? But when I feel it, I'm gonna give them some baked chicken, sauteed onions.
Right.
They be out there jumping around, man.
Yeah.
So
Cause the way my mental is, I'm just like, first of all, I want to give people what I eat.
That's right.
Or what I would want.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it work out for me. So I can see that being y'all.
I really give it to them, man. They love me when I come. They love when I'm coming around. They like it. They heels.
That's right.
There he go.
You have to let us know when you when you get back in the swing of things, so that we can actually all get together and and do some things together.
Man, I would love that. Yeah, if you got old clothes, old shoes, old pillow, old hat, old sock, old glasses, anything you got old that you don't wear no more, don't want no more, you want to get rid of, you want to spring clean, bag it up, get in touch with me.
But don't give us nothing you wouldn't want. Don't give us nothing you wouldn't wear. Give us stuff that you just might not want no more.
Right.
You might be done gain weight, you can't fit it. You know,
you might have lost weight, you can't. You're too big on it.
Everybody on this shot.
Yeah, so you know, if you want to get rid of it, come on with it, man, and reach out to me to KC That Way on Facebook.
I was just about to say
That Way KC on IG, and I'll be willing to take it out your hands and present it to people that's needed, and those people are my friends.
That's right. That's right, and I look forward to seeing that. And once again, you said that on Facebook your name is
KC That Way.
All right, and on Instagram you are
That Way KC.
And are you on any other platforms? I know you're on
That's
YouTube.
it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And Amazon Prime, YouTube.
Okay. So we look forward to just kind of seeing.
Let's
Did you guys have any more questions for
nice
KC?
meeting you. Glad you came and
Thank
popped
you.
the seat on the
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so good. Let me give a shout out, y'all.
Go ahead,
Let's go.
Man, shout out to Big God first, man. First and foremost, man. Shout out to all my family in Manchester and Whitby, Georgia. All my family up in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to the world that tunes in and watch us, you know, do our, you know, being successful in life. Because if it weren't for them, it wouldn't be no us.
Right.
And if it weren't for God, it wouldn't be no us. So y'all help us. We love y'all. We care for y'all. We pray for y'all too. For y'all families and things, you know, to be safe out there, you know. And shout out to all my cast members. Like I said, I done named them all through the show.
That's right.
So you can tell I got much love for them, you know what I mean? So shout out to y'all for even inviting me.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm so grateful. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know God is good, man. So I've been trying to get here with y'all for a long time. I made it, baby. Yeah. So we got more work to do, y'all.
That's right.
I wish y'all more success.
Thank you.
You know, and be safe. And we love everybody out there in the world, man. And y'all be safe out there and keep tuning in on these shows. Support us. You know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.
That's right.
You know, leave a comment, you know, and we grateful. And everybody have a blessed day. Be safe out there.
For sure. Thank you so much, KC.
Yes.
I just want to run something down real quick for you guys before we get out of here. We ain't got but a few more minutes on air. But just to let you guys know what we have going on all today as well as during the week. We want you guys to tap in and tune in. Show us support. We'll always show you support. Believe that. As long as we know about you. The only way we know about you sometimes is if you hit our inbox. We don't mind. Hit us up. Let us know what you got going on and how our platform can actually help you. On Sundays, and I always start with Sundays because we all know the top of the week is Sunday.
That's right.
Sundays. Every other Sunday at 1 o'clock, we have Talk That Shit TV coming back. And at 3 o'clock, we have us, the OGs, Westside Misfits show. Then, once again, at 5:30, we have Shannon Jackman coming in with the R&B vibes, baby. Then, at 8 o'clock, we have Real Westside Podcast, as hosted by Chris Allen, BMU Chris. So then we have, on Mondays, Dosed Up. and it's hosted by Alex as well, AD, as well as Mitch. I think they're the Love Doctors or something like that.
He the Love Doctor.
Yeah. So then on Tuesdays, man, we actually have people tapping in wanting to be a part of our platform on Tuesdays. So we'll come back and let y'all know then. But then we have the OGs on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, which Misfits of Comedy. Been here since we've been here. So if you're a comedian and you want to tap in with them, always hit up comedian Cliff, CJ, and he can get you on. Then on Thursdays we have Poochie. I don't know why I can't ever think of Poochie's real name. Deontay Bird. So so he talks about financial literacy, and he talks about family matters, things that things that come up that sometimes can cause a hiccup. He's there for you when it comes to learning certain things. So that's Deontay Burden. He does Changing Lives as well as Mr. Short Dollar. So either one of those can come on Thursdays. Right. Then on Fridays we have You High Yet podcast. We do call it a podcast because they know everything about pot. Okay. They do it.
The Wawa, not the Baba.
So y'all tap in with them on Friday nights, and then Saturdays DJ Lab and I do our thing. Whatever we want to do, child. We try to do it on Saturday night.
Hey,
because guess what? On Sunday, we back at it again.
Gotta do it again. Back at it again.
If you can find any kind of way that you like to help us, support us, whatever it is that we need to do. Like I said, once again, we support back. We are that's just how we are, but we got to know what you got going on in order to support you. So make sure we know so that you can get the support you need.
I got to give a disclaimer.
Come on.
All you independent artists who send your music in to us at Misfits Radio 1 on Gmail, y'all have got to start filling in the detail page of your music. We don't have time to fill that stuff in so y'all can get paid. We're going to stop accepting songs that are not filled in properly. It takes a lot of time when you're getting 100 songs a week to fill in that detail page, because that's the page that you guys get paid from. We told you this many a times. I get so many songs that has nothing but the name of the song. No artist name, no nothing. Please fill out that information so y'all can get paid properly. Okay, that's it.
All right. Just had to put that out there because at the
we're
end of
the city, man.
we have a platform for podcasts and all of that, but at the end of the day, we are a radio station as well. And we put your music in rotation for free. So if you sending it to us, we do ask that you do it properly so that you can get paid from it. We actually are digitally tracked. So your spins do count with us. But they will not count if you don't put it in right. You got me? You smell me? All right, now. Send it on in to us, and let's go from now. You guys have a good evening.
Yes.
Loud. Turn this one up, my boy. 3 o'clock. Yeah. This is radio. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. From 3 to 5, they going live on Misfits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guests this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spots, you better